Is about to all of
this is just the beginning.
And joining us now is financial planner Dan.
This is just the beginning.
And joining us now is financial planner Dan Casey. And we were just talking about it in the commercial break. A lot of people taking different approaches to all of this. But should we really right now be worried about a possible recession, or likely, many people think?
So yeah, the report just came out today from JP Morgan raising it to 60%. So, and that's assuming that he's going to scale back a little bit on these tariffs. If he doesn't scale back at all, then I'm calling it right now. It's 100% recession. You can't.
Right.
You can't. The one thing I remember when I got my economics degree is if you put 10 to 20% tariffs, corporations can eat some of that by less profits. We can eat some of that. It's a shared process. You go above 50%, like we've got on some of the countries, including China. That's a deal breaker. That's companies manufacturing in China. That's a shutdown.
I find
tariff.
it interesting because we've seen at least a movie similar to this before.
Yeah.
It was 7 years ago, 2018, Donald Trump imposed
1.0, yep.
25% tariffs on steel, 10% on aluminum.
Yes.
And we went through it and we recovered.
Yes.
So why is this different? Is it the percentage that you're talking about?
So yes, and back then in Trump 1.0, when he did that, the market went down severely. So, and the tariffs weren't as bad as they are now. Mm-hmm. And the market didn't go down as much as it should have proportionally. So I guess if we were looking for a silver lining, that would be it.
Right.
It didn't go down as much.
But we need to talk about, if I'm watching at home, what do I do? Do I start saving? Do I pay off my debt? What's my next plan of action when it comes to maximizing my funds?
Yeah, all that's good stuff. Saving, paying off debt.
Which one is better?
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
There's only so much money.
Yeah.
So really, just don't panic sell. This is not the time to sell out right now. It's you just got to hold on, and this is what the stock market does. It corrects. It's now over 10%, but a week ago it was a 10% correction. We've seen 5 of those in the last 5 or 6 years. So this is completely normal. Now, of course, it could get a lot worse. Just praying, hoping, and praying that. That he does scale back on some of this, and it is purely a negotiation tactic.
Well, now that he can't run again, this is about his legacy.
Totally.
And so it is important for him to obviously protect his legacy.
Yes.
At what point do you think this president will look at the picture and say, maybe we got to scale back now?
I don't know what that magic number is. Right now, it's super clear. He does not care. Right now, it is getting this country back on track, according to him. And what's interesting is I don't hear a whole lot about is, we're trying to grow America, obviously, and that's all great, but unemployment is super, super low. How many more jobs can we add, So
right.
I think it's more about bringing the manufacturing base back to America, which is, it's a great thing. So hopefully it's just a short term.
We can't predict the future, but we can control what's going on right now. And if I am getting ready to retire, what should I be doing in my best interest at this moment if the market's down?
It's not a great answer, but if you're that close to retirement, you shouldn't have had a whole lot of money in the stock market anyways. At least money that you were going to have to touch soon, right? It's either needs to be in safe stuff or income annuities for your pensions, things like that. It needs to be, that stuff needs to be done
prior to, so
5
it's
years
safe.
before retire. Yeah.
Good to know.
Talk for a moment about consumer confidence, which is obviously an indicator, but it's also really important that people feel confident in this environment right now. Is it up to us to boost that confidence? Who do we wait for to say, all right, we're going to be on the right track, we're going to be okay?
Yeah, that's a tough one because people are just scared right now. It's just so uncertain. Stock market doesn't like uncertainty. Consumer spending doesn't like uncertainty. So we just need some more clarification, and we're not even getting that from the president either. So he needs to come out, I guess, and maybe that's part of the negotiation tactics. But I think there needs just to be more said about what's going on and what the end game is here, because we're going to go through some hurt here.
All right. In the meantime, though, should we be taking advantage of these high interest rates, putting our money into some of these accounts where you can earn some more for it?
Yes, but it's going to be a short term because the Fed probably is going to cut rates in May now.
Okay.
Might even sooner, who knows? And as soon as the Federal Reserve starts cutting those rates, maybe 2 or 3 times more this year, the first thing that hits is those safe money market
We
things,
hope that you'll come back again, because this is obviously a changing situation every week, every night. So come back and talk to us again. Dan Casey,
awesome. Happy to.
Thanks, Dan.
Good
Good advice.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein. Our no-fee guarantee is simple. There's never a fee until we win for you.
To hire the Sam Bernstein law firm, I didn't have to pay anything. Nothing up front. They took care of all my needs and expenses. Everything was covered 100%.